everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a day in my life in quarantine. Today it is Sunday the 10th of May and I live in Scotland, just for a bit of context. So yeah, we're very much still in lockdown and the Scottish First Minister has said that we will stay in lockdown for a little bit longer, even if the rest of the UK might change their rules a little bit. We are going to stay pretty much the same. So yeah, that's the situation. I need to do a couple of things today. Also, I'm roasting. I left my heating on because it's just been really cold in my flat. I don't know why, but now I'm just roasting. But I think it's quite cold outside. It's only like 8 degrees, so I'm wearing a hoodie already because I need to go out. So yeah, I need to do a couple of things today. I need to return some parcels to the post office. I need to do my food shop because it's been like a week and a half and I don't have a car or anything, so I always have to carry stuff home. So that's kind of as far as I can stretch it. So yeah, I need to get a couple of bits from there. And then I also need to take some photos. I've been really into taking my own Instagram photos and I kind of feel like I'm going back to my roots because as a child I always took loads of photos, and so that's been fun. So I will take you along on this day and we'll see what it brings us. So I'm going to make a shopping list and then I'll take away my recycling, go to the post office and then go to the shop. So I only have to go outside once and do all these things in one go. I've got the time to show my love what it's all about. Fading up, fading down below the laser guns. I've got a heart that has been traumatized. Okay, so I've made a list and I'm prepped. I've got all my recycling. I've been saving it up for quite a long time, but I now have a kind of recycling point right around the corner from me, so that's good. So I'm going to take it all there. Then I will head over to the post office and then on my way back I'll go to Tesco's. Another thing that's slightly different from the rest of the UK is that in Scotland they now recommend, they being the government recommends that you wear a cloth face mask. So I went on Etsy and I ordered myself one. I ordered mine from Cozy Giraffe and looks like this, and it also has pockets for additional filters if you want. I don't know, this whole situation raises my anxiety. I was never really a fan of doing my food shop and this has made it even worse. But yeah, I'm happy to do my part, and if that is wearing a face mask then obviously I'm gonna do that. Also, I don't know how well you can hear me right now, but what I really like about this face mask, it does have a little like metal bit here, so you can actually like kind of pinch it in and it kind of fits a little bit better because I've got a really small face, so yeah. Okay, so I don't know how interesting a grocery haul actually is. Let me know in the comments, but since this is probably the most exciting thing that's going to happen today, I thought I'd do a little grocery haul. So the first thing I got were some cornflakes. Then I also got some oat milk. I've started drinking oat milk instead of normal milk pretty much since the start of lockdown. I got one of these to try when we all were sent home from work and there was one unopened in the fridge. People in the office were like, oh, who wants it? And I was like, oh, I'm really keen to actually try it. I've been keen to do that for a while. So yeah, I got to take it home, which was the whole oat milk version from Oatly, which I really enjoy. I don't know, I really like oat milk. They didn't have the whole version, so I got the semi drink. Don't know if there's much difference between the two, but it'll probably be fine. Also got some juice because it was an offer, so thought I'd treat myself to that. And then I got some crisps. I've got sea salt and cider vinegar, and then some lightly salted crinkle crisps too. Got some bagels and some cheese, grated cheese. Then I've got some coleslaw and the best, hands down best deodorant I've ever tried. As a teenager, I always really struggled with finding a deodorant that worked because my skin, I don't know if it's the pH level of my skin or how it works, but you know how scents on every body turns into a different scent, and my skin is really, I don't know, it doesn't really react well to most deodorants. So yeah, I never really liked how most deodorants smelt on me, and that might just be my personal taste, I don't know, but yeah, this one works really well and I've been using it for years. Then I've got 2 pizzas, then I've got some coconut milk, got some like kebab from Like Meat, I think it's called. Yeah, Like Meat is the brand. Then I've got some hot dogs and some Ben & Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie. This is also my favourite Ben & Jerry's ice cream. It's probably one of the most like vanilla ones, but I really like the simplicity of it. I used to really like New York fudge, I think it was called, and it had like chocolate bits and nuts, and it was so good, but they discontinued that for some reason. At least I can't find it anywhere anymore. So now this is my favourite, and people always think I'm crazy for picking the most simple one, but if you haven't tried it yet, I mean, I'm just obsessed with brownies too. Like, I made brownies yesterday and I'll show you how much is left of it. This is how much is left, so I'm gonna eat that right after this haul. But that's just to indicate how much I like brownies. Don't let them near me, I'll eat them all. Then I've got some plug hole and blocker because I need to give my bathroom a deep clean, and I just want to take care of the plug hole as well. It's fine at the moment, but you know, if you're a girl, you just know what happens to the plug hole in showers. It's not pretty. It's just not pretty. And then last but not least, I got 2 sets of squash. I've got the apple and then apple and blackcurrant. I kind of vary with these each time I go and get them, but these last quite a long time, and I'm trying not to drink soft drinks at home, so this is what I drink. Also, I can just hear you think, Laurie, excuse me, how can you live off that for at least a week and a half? I understand, it's very confusing. I've already got a lot of stuff in my cupboards, and these are just kind of the things that I was missing for the next kind of maybe 2 weeks, depending on how hungry I am, I suppose. I've got 3 dinners that I can eat for a couple of days, because obviously I live by myself, so I can eat all the food I cook. So the 3 dinners I'm gonna make are roti, which is what I'm gonna make today. I'm gonna make pasta because we all love pasta, clearly. And then also I'm gonna make Wagamama's katsu curry, but then like in a vegan way. So those are like the 3 kind of big dinners, and then I've got my pizzas, I've got some corn nuggets and potatoes and stuff like that. I've also got some fruit and stuff and vegetables already, so these were just the things that I was missing to make sure that I last that whole time. So yeah, don't worry, I eat well. Also, while we're on the topic of food, before we went into lockdown, I filmed a video about what I eat in a day, and that was filmed obviously when I was still going to work. So I am just wondering if you guys are okay with me uploading that, even though you see me go to work and stuff. So I guess it's not really realistic in terms of we can't go outside and go to work right now, but I eat pretty much the same. I'm wondering if you guys wouldn't mind me uploading it, so let me know in the comments if you would be okay with that. Right, I've had some lunch and I'm now going to quickly vacuum my flat, kind of put away my laundry that's been drying overnight. So that's my flat. Looks a bit more tidy. Yeah, I need to take some photos for Instagram because I like to keep it really varied. So, well, I say really varied, there's only so much I can do within this space. But yeah, so I need to tidy my flat for that because I don't want this in the background. So let's do this. If you find it interesting, this is kind of how I shoot my photos by myself. So I've got my DSLR camera connected to my laptop so I can view it live. Some more like recent models have an app and you can view it on your phone, which I think is the dream, but mine doesn't do that yet. I mean, I've had my DSLR since I was like 14 or 15, so I've had it for like 10 years, so that's how old it is, but it works perfectly fine, so I'm not going to get a new one just for that one function. So yeah, I set it up like this, and depending on what I want to shoot, I might set it up higher, you know, I kind of move it about a little bit. I also make sure that that thing is turned sideways so it shoots in a portrait photo because that just works better for Instagram. And then depending on what photo I want to take, if I want to be a bit further away, I've got, where is it? Ooh, got this little clicker thing. If it will focus, it won't. Just focus that with my nose. So yeah, I've got this little clicker thing so that I can kind of remotely take my photo. So that's a little insight in how I take my photo. And first photo I want to take is with this drink because it matches my hoodie, and I know that Innocent have made this whole campaign about whether or not this drink is blue or whether it's green, because obviously it's a bit of an aqua colour, so yeah, I think that might be a fun post to do. So we'll see how those photos turn out. So I've just been taking photos for a while. It's now 5:30ish. So I'm gonna get started on dinner, and yeah, I'll show you what I'm gonna make because it's a Dutch Surinamese recipe. So, and I kind of just do whatever. It's not the legit thing, I don't think, but I just throw stuff together and hope the best, basically. That's kind of how I cook. And I've just changed into a bathrobe because for one of the photos I took near the end, I was wearing this like really nice light blue top and white jeans, and when you make roti you don't want, no, that will stain very badly if it gets to your clothes. So just put on my robe, cozy life, it's Sunday after all. So yes. Right, first things first, I'm gonna dice up some onions. I only have really small ones. I don't know why they are so tiny, so I'm gonna do 3, but I think 1 large one would be enough, and it just kind of is what your preference is. I quite like a bit of onion in there, so I'm gonna dice up 3. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take some potatoes, we're gonna peel them and cut them in little chunks. This is where I deviate from the original recipe. I don't think you are supposed to cut them up in little chunks, but I mean, I just think it cooks quicker that way and you need to eat it anyway, so yeah, I don't like the little chunks, but you can do whatever you feel like there. So I've cut up all my potatoes, and I'm really sorry if I offend anyone. It's just kind of the fast track version of the original dish, which I like. I'm now gonna fry up my onion, gonna add the spices in with the onion, then I'm gonna add some tomato puree, then next I'll add in the potatoes, then some vegetable stock, and then you let that simmer until the potatoes are cooked, and then you add some green beans. So this is basically what you end up with. It's kind of like a curry. You can choose to put chicken with this and hard-boiled eggs as well, and then I put a little wrap with it. Normally these are like roti wraps, but these are just normal tortilla wraps, but personally that doesn't really bother me. But yeah, I can imagine this version of the recipe might upset some people, so I do apologise. As you can probably tell from my makeup and hair and outfit, this is a different day now, but I forgot to end this vlog, so I'm going to do that now. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do, and I hope to see you next time. Bye guys.